Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, River Action's Winter Photo Contest is underway, inspiring a passion for the outdoors. We'll show you how you can get involved.
Plus, just in time for Christmas, we'll take a closer look at a topical cream that can reduce significant signs of aging.
And our wins of the week, including a big birthday celebration at a new place here in the Quad Cities. Welcome to Quad Cities Live. It is Friday, December 19th. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Keel.
I'm Morgan Otier. If you are planning a special meal for the holidays and you want something that's guaranteed to impress, we've got some tips for you from the professionals.
Yes, Texas Roadhouse is known for big flavors and crowd-pleasing dishes, and today they're showing us how to bring that steakhouse feel and that experience right into your own kitchen. Joining us from Texas Roadhouse are James Gentry and Matt Johnson. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here today. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us.
What a spread.
It
what
is.
a spread we've got going
What
here.
a spread. What a smell as well. Today you were preparing or teaching us how to prepare a prime rib for your home.
Well, we hope everybody's going to use this recipe for Christmas. Since we're not open for Christmas,
there you go.
They can enjoy it at home. So that's the only reason we're giving out secrets today.
Okay.
But
we appreciate that.
Yeah.
not a problem. We're going to start out with our piece of meat that we're going to use for our prime rib, which is a ribeye loin.
Okay.
So this is exactly, prime rib is the exact same thing as a ribeye, except for prime rib is cooked in an oven for hours at a time. This would just be sliced and cooked on a grill like you would at home.
Okay.
So we're going to start with that, and we've got some nice marbling in it, and that gives it a lot of the flavor. But we also need to add a little flavor to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create like a rub with it. And so this loin to start with is going to be 3 to 6 pounds. We're going to take a tablespoon of kosher salt, a tablespoon of minced garlic.
Put that in.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw her on in there. And then a tablespoon of black pepper and a tablespoon of soy sauce. So we're just going to
mix it all
together.
All right.
Real simple. And so then probably like a day before, you're going to want to put this on just to give the so it seeps in, gives it all that good flavor. You can do it longer if you want. I personally prefer to do it longer just because I love a lot of flavor in my prime rib.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to take it and we're just going to rub it all over. Make sure you get the sides, everything. And then that's going to sit on there and it's going to create a nice little crust on it. And then what we're going to do after this, so we're going to let it sit for a minimum of a day.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to get to the oven. We're going to heat the oven up. So you're going to want to start probably about 2 or 3 hours before you even want to eat. So then you're going to take this and you're going to put it in the oven 450 for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And that's going to create a crust.
And can I ask a quick question? So James, what do you think is like the key or the secret to having the perfect prime rib? Like, do you think it's all in the seasoning and the spices?
Yeah, I think it's really with two things. It's the marination process, and then the cooking process. You definitely want to cook it slow. Okay. You want to cook it for hours, and that's going to give it that perfect temperature. And it also depends on how do you like your steak? If you like it medium rare, medium well. So of course you want, right.
Absolutely.
You want to cook it to about 130, 125, between 125 and 130 if you want like that medium rare. But if you like it medium well, you want to cook it to about 135.
Okay.
140.
And before we're putting it in the oven, my question is, what do you wrap this with? So you say you do this more than a day in advance. Do you like a saran wrap and shove it in the fridge, or?
Yeah, I would probably just put it in a pan and then just wrap that pan with saran wrap and just let it just sit there and just marinate all that time. So then when you do the 450 for 15 minutes, you're going to essentially sear it. So we're searing all the juices in. We're making this into a crust. Like you can see on James's finished loin over here. And then we throw it in there. And then for about 1 to 2 hours, we will let it cook at 325 or even lower if you've got time.
Okay.
The lower the better. In the restaurant, we cook it for 16 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Long process.
Yes. And then if
but you get a nice product at the end.
If we screw it up, it's bad news because people love their prime ribs.
Yeah.
So, so James, why don't you talk about the finished product there?
Yeah,
so
please.
this right here is the finished product. As you see, you got that nice crust, marination, right? It's cooked about 125, so it's a bright rare, mid-rare. And as you see on the plate, it looks amazing.
Yes.
So that's how I like my prime rib right there, but it's been slow roasted. So it's just very good, easy to cut,
Serve it up with a baked potato as well.
Absolutely. Steak and potatoes, that's what we like in America.
All right, yes, we do. So we've got the prime rib, but there's also many different menu items. What do you say this time of year? What would you say is the most popular item that people order from Texas Roadhouse when they come in?
Well, our #1 sold item is sirloin.
Yes.
People love our sirloin, but it's all fresh. We make it from scratch. We don't get frozen steaks in there. We have a butcher in there in a 34-degree cooler cutting the steaks every single day for our guests, and I think that's what makes us special and makes us different. So, but our sirloin can be as tender as filet just because of our process.
James's meat cutter is an award-winning meat cutter in the whole company.
Really?
I think, yeah, he's going to a national competition here in January. And
wow, good for you.
Good,
Yeah, he'll be flying out to Texas for regionals for regional meat cutting. So
Well, congrats to him.
right here in the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
You guys brought some other
Good luck,
items
Brian.
with you. Yeah. Shout out, Brian. So you brought some other items with you here today. Some favorites. We've got the potatoes, as Kyle alluded to. We've got the bread over here.
Can't go wrong with the rolls.
Exactly. But like this is, someone who's familiar with Texas
Yes.
Roadhouse. Let's talk to some of the folks out there who maybe haven't given it a shot quite yet, or maybe haven't been there in a while. Can you kind of explain to me why these are such popular items?
Well, if you want to incite a riot, you run out of bread at Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
And, we're not joking. We are not joking at all.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, we all of our food's made from scratch, but people love our bread and butter. How many dozens of bread did you sell before Thanksgiving?
It was about 1,100 dozen bread that we sold
For the Quad Cities.
for people to take home for their Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
People are
They had a
serious about their
line
Texas
around
Roadhouse
the
rules.
window.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask about it.
Yes.
I mean, even from where I'm standing, the bread's like glistening and shiny. You brought some drinks with you here today as well. We just popped them up on screen for very colorful. So what if someone was going to go and they go, I want to try whatever that is on QCL, what are these?
We got the strawberry margarita.
Okay.
And then we have an island cooler. My favorite's the island cooler. I really like
I've
it.
had them both,
It's
and they're both delicious.
You
I have, yes. I have had them both.
Yeah.
love it.
so jealous.
Gotta get yourself over there.
I'm gonna have to get over there. Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as the rub is concerned that you put on the prime rib, so do people like vary on how they do that, or does Texas Roadhouse vary? Like, is this what you use every single time?
This is what we use, but there's different theories. Like I've seen people where they cut a slit in it and they insert garlic cloves in it.
Wow,
and,
okay.
Some people just use they also use maybe like a Cajun as well.
But this is tried and true for
Yes,
Texas
this
Roadhouse.
has been our recipe for years.
Okay, and if you've seen the parking lot over there, then
It's always full.
you know there's not a
Yeah,
problem.
not a problem there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got a family member who's maybe a big Texas Roadhouse fanatic, gift cards they're a good gift, good stocking stuffer.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah,
You can't go wrong with a Texas Roadhouse gift. When they open that present, they're going to be excited.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Texas Roadhouse is located at 4005 East 53rd Street in Davenport. If you want to take a look at their full menu, place an order, or get on the waiting list for a table, be sure to visit texasroadhouse.com. Matt and James, we appreciate you both being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
all of this. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Thank you. Well, winter, it might be cold, but it can also be beautiful. Coming up, why River Action is inviting everyone to grab a camera, get outside, and capture the magic of the season.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Well, if you are looking for a reason to get outside this winter season, River Action has you covered.
The organization is teaming up with the Camera Corner in Davenport for a winter photo contest, encouraging everyone to bundle up and explore our local landscapes. Joining us now from River Action is Chris True. Chris, welcome back to the show.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
It's so nice
Good
to
to see
have
ya.
you here. It's great to see you. So tell us a little bit about this. What inspired River Action to create this photo contest initiative, because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fun. There's not a whole lot going on this time of year, so we were like, well, we need to do something, and how can we get people outside enjoying the river? And I was like, let's do a photography contest. And the eagles are out, and the snow is so pretty, and it's kind of a simple, straightforward kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So like, let's just do it. Let's just put it out there.
Well, and sometimes too, at least this is true for me. I don't know about you, but I do kind of need that incentive sometimes to get myself outside in the winter because it is very easy
it's
for
hard
me to
sometimes.
hermit right up on my couch in front of the fireplace.
Yeah.
And it is so good for you to get the fresh air and get a little walk in or whatever it is. So yeah.
And maybe a good time to get the kids involved with it as well.
Absolutely. All ages, all skill levels, all ages. Bring your cell phone. You could still submit a photo from your phone.
Yeah, and you know, when people think of river action, they immediately think of the Mississippi River, but it's really beyond the riverfront that this contest can go.
Absolutely. So our guidelines are kind of broad. Just Quad City area, just outside. Go to the park, go to the river, go to the trail. Just leave your yard, bundle up, go walk.
Protect your digits, as our chief photographer says.
And
sent an email this morning about it.
Just realize, like, we don't have to all hibernate for the next 3 months. We can still get outside, get some sunshine, breathe in that crisp air, and get some pretty photos.
I know. I, for one, appreciate the reminder from all of you. So explain the categories for us, because you just mentioned, hey, you can use the camera on your smartphone to do this. But if you are somebody who is, let's say, an avid photographer, there's a place for you as well in this.
Absolutely. So we have the amateur category, professional category. Amateur just means your phone or a point-and-click digital camera, and meaning like the lens doesn't come off. It's just compact. So we call that the amateur. And then the professional is going to be your big camera with the removable lenses, your mirrorless, your DSLR. So that way we didn't want a professional photographer taken away from maybe a high school kid with their cell phone.
And that's so inclusive. Like, I think people appreciate that, because that means more people can get involved and feel like, oh, I have no shot, no pun intended, no shot in winning this, right? The professionals, those are the ones that are going to get the eagle tossing the fish up and get the close-up of that. But maybe, you know, we'll get a pretty tree with snow on it.
Exactly. Yes. So you'll have a chance no matter which category.
It could be a snowman. I mean, it could be anything.
It could be anything outdoors wintry. So we have to mention that there is a $10 fee to enter this contest, but it's important because it really goes into your mission at River Action. So talk about where that money helps. Or what
it's just going into the end of year fundraiser to keep River Action alive.
Sure.
So it's just a little thing just to kind of keep River Action in the news. Chance for me to come see you guys. Maybe we'll make a little bit of money off of it. And just really just for something for us to do these couple of months when there's not a whole lot else going on.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, a lot of different services, initiatives, and things that River Action does throughout the year and includes people in. And so, you know, that's where this funding is ultimately going. But we should say there are prizes if you place in this contest, in this photo contest.
So the big one really would be the professional first place. They're going to get the front cover of the Eddie magazine. And that's the magazine River Action puts out. So that'll be the February edition. So your photo will be front cover of Eddie magazine, going out to thousands of people. And then first place of the amateurs is going to get the inside front cover.
That's great.
So
both great prizes.
Yeah, great exposure. And then there'll be some prizes from the Camera Corner, our co-host. Some printed out 16 by 12 canvas type things. First place is going to get a real nice a metal one. And then
that's great.
I think $100 gift card for first place, and then $50 for first place of the amateurs for the Camera Corner.
Okay, so, very cool. And hey, if you're somebody who participates and realizes this is something that you're really interested in, I just want to make a quick mention of an upcoming workshop, Fundamentals of Photography, and they'll be hosting it at the Camera Corner there on Eastern Ave in Davenport. This is going to be Wednesday, January 7th, so a lot of your holidays will be over at that point from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. We've got that on the screen, and of course, we'll get that on our website.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, there is that $10 submission fee per photo, so you have no limit on the entries. So if you want to enter 12, do it. Do it. All proceeds go directly back to River Action. Submissions do close January 12th at midnight. The winners will be announced before January 15th. If you want to learn more or register, you can visit riveraction.org/photo contest. Chris, thanks for coming on and talking about this initiative.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much. Coming up after the break on QCL, a closer look at a topical cream that can reduce significant signs of aging. More on Decladerm next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
As we age, we all notice little changes. Take a look at what women in their 50s, 60s, and 70s said when asked to share what they see when they look in the mirror.
Here's what people don't tell you. They don't tell you that once you turn 50, your neck starts to get wrinkles.
Extra skin here.
Very, very saggy, like crepe paper.
You know, and just a loose skin.
Very bad crepey neck that I was always very self-conscious of.
Well, now there's a breakthrough. A new study using a topical, clinically studied cream can help improve the look of wrinkly or crepey skin on your neck in as little as 4 weeks. It's called Decladerm, and we have Scott DeFalco here to tell us all about it. Scott, welcome to the show today. This is definitely an area that a lot of our audience would say is hard to fix.
Morgan, great to be with you. Yes, it is, and there's no more telltale sign of aging than loose, crepey skin under the neck. You know, people call it turkey neck. I hate that term, but that's what they know it as, and also tech neck these days from looking down at your devices. Yes. But we're just going to jump in. I'm going to bring I brought a clip that really illustrates how our skin changes as we get older. I'm going to warn you, it's not pretty, Morgan, but this is what is happening, and Decladerm to the rescue. So we're going to look at first when we're in our 20s, okay? When we're in our 20s, our skin, it's smooth, it's tight. We have, skin cell rejuvenation in droves. So we're constantly producing that collagen and, that nice, youthful, glowing look. As we get into our 40s and 50s, though, that's when it starts to lose its firmness and the sagginess, the texture changes, and, man, does it happen quickly, Morgan. Yeah. And before you know it, you have that real loose skin under your neck. And the great thing about this product, you touched on it at the top, this is just a cream. It is a topical cream, so no doctor's visits. It is backed by clinical studies, and it's going to give your neck a nice, smoother appearance. It's visibly going to get rid of that crepiness, get rid of the wrinkles, and it's going to improve the fine lines and wrinkles.
Okay, well, Scott, tell us a little bit more about why you like this cream so much, beyond the fact that it seems to be working for a lot of folks.
Yeah, it really is. And some in as little as 2 weeks, they've noticed the difference. But 95% actually of the women in our clinical studies, Morgan, said that their skin was firmer. The fine lines and wrinkles were reduced in only 4 weeks. Wow. We're going to get into wow is right. And you're going to see it with the before and afters. And we're going to get into the Decladerm Challenge, which we're going to give to your viewers today, because it takes a full 8 weeks to get the complete results. But again, we're seeing results in as little as 4 weeks with that 95%. But the thing I love about this is the ingredients. So I'm going to be a little bit of a geek right now, because I really, for the last 10 years, I've been promoting fashion beauty products on television nationally. I am passionate about the ingredients, as most women are, because they're the most educated consumers out there. So when you talk about our ingredients, in basketball, they say you need a big three to win the championship, right? Mm-hmm. So we have our big three of ingredients in our championship formula, Morgan. The first of those ingredients is retinol. Now, anyone that knows anything about the fashion beauty industry or, skin products knows that retinol reduces fine lines and wrinkles and makes your skin firmer. It induces skin cell rejuvenation. I mentioned that at the top, that we have that in droves in our 20s and 30s. So it induces that. Our second ingredient is hyaluronic acid. Okay, so that's for the hydration and the moisture in your skin. And the last one is my favorite one, Morgan, because of the name. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's bakuchiol. You ever heard of that?
That's the one I have not heard of, Scott.
Okay, well, I didn't know about it either before I started doing this product. But yeah, it's bakuchiol. I love saying the name, so it's my favorite. But bakuchiol is really important in our ingredients. Number one, it's a plant-based formula. Okay, so what it does is it induces collagen production. Everyone knows that word. So that's for the firmness in our skin, but it also takes away the irritation of retinol. The number one complaint people have had about retinol in other products is that it's really irritating, and it can leave a soreness in the area that you use it on, and the neck is a very sensitive area. Morgan. So the bakuchiol is essential to make sure we can get the benefits of retinol, without the soreness or the irritation.
Yeah, it really balances out that retinol and the effects of retinol on skin. Okay, so this is applied only at night. So what about during the day? What are we doing there?
Yeah, so you're going to put it on every night, and I tell people out there, do 4 pumps. One on this side, one on this side, one in the middle, and then one down to the top of the bottom of your neck to the top of your chest area, which the sagginess and the crepiness can sink down to. So you want to put it on that area as well. During the day, we just want you to wear sunscreen, at least an SPF 50. The number one culprit for damaging our skin, Morgan, is the sun. Right. So not stay out of the sun, but just use an SPF 50 during the day. Put this on every night, and in 8 weeks, you're going to see a major, major difference.
Okay, using your sunscreen, right? That's something that we should be hearing all the time at this point. So a few minutes ago, you spoke about the 60-day Decladerm Challenge. That's something that even people watching today can get involved in.
Yeah, and we're so confident in the results. Like I told you, 95% of the women in our clinical studies saw the improvement after 4 weeks. So we're giving you the Decladerm Challenge. Use this for 8 weeks. If you're not happy with it, call us up. We'll give you your money back. That's how confident we are that this product is going to work. And again, it's because of those ingredients and because of our clinical studies. They've been amazing. So take the challenge. It's $19.95 plus free shipping, Morgan. The only way to get that deal is to call 1-800-704-6985, or you can go to Decladerm.com. So 2 easy ways to take that challenge and get rid of that turkey neck.
Okay, Scott, something people can easily try from home, so just visit that website, or you can scan a QR code that we're going to get up on the screen for folks. That's a way that they can get to the site and give that trial a try. Scott, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about Decladerm.
It's great to be with you, and now you know a new ingredient, Bakuchio, Morgan.
Wonderful, yes, a new word as well. Thank you, Scott. Still to come on Quad Cities Live, the work week is winding down and it's time to talk about our wins. Find out what they are next. It is Friday and it is time now for our wins of the week. So a lot's been going on these weeks leading up to the holidays, right?
Busy time of year.
It is a very busy time of year. And that kind of segues, I guess, into my win of the week, which is I have our annual friend group White Elephant Party that's happening tonight, actually, in just a few hours. And for once in my life, I actually got the gift on time. I got it on.
That's a win in itself, right?
I got it on Cyber Monday, so I actually got what would normally be a little bit more of like a pricey gift for a lot cheaper.
Ah,
so
there we go.
Hint, hint, anybody that's going to be there tonight.
And it looks pretty large.
And it's sort of. It's somewhere in the middle. And I wrapped it, and I'm a terrible gift wrap gal. Like, I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
And I think it looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good.
I even put a little like velvet ribbon around it and everything.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So
next to that fireplace in the tree.
I know. I finally got some presents wrapped just a couple of days ago. I could not find the time for the life of me. I told Darby, I said, I am wrapping presents. You keep your little booty upstairs in your room if you don't want to ruin Christmas.
Yes, my kids have done very well. They wrapped a couple of my presents.
That's cute.
And they've had to put it up because of the baby, but we'll be doing a lot of gift wrapping this weekend. So that'll probably be a win of the weekend, maybe. I don't know, probably not. But anyway, my win. So I was gone the last couple of days. I should have taken a day off, but I wasn't thinking right. But Carson turned 5 years old, so we took them to this Soar and Bounce. It's a new little adventure park in Davenport. They had a blast.
That looks fun.
They had a blast. I went down the slide. That's me going down the slide right now. That slide went super fast. He's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these little obstacle courses, and then there's a trampoline that I don't know if I put that in, but obviously it's a trampoline park as well. So they had a blast, and then that night we took him to one of the local hotels, and we went swimming for hours on end.
That's
fun. He just had a really fun couple of days. Of course, we had his party with his little friends and our family last month, so this was a little nice surprise for him.
Special.
And then I'm doing a two-win week, two wins this week.
You are,
because I've had kind of a busy day after the noon newscast. Kate Kopatich and I went up to King's Harvest up by the airport in Davenport because the workers decided to name these dogs Kate Kopatich and Kyle Keel to raise awareness. They're two little pit mixes, about 6 months old. The most adorable things
really
ever.
Cute.
I had to look that dog in the eye and tell him I could not take him home.
That's Kyle Keel.
So that's Kyle Keel right there. So yeah, if you want to adopt them or any other dogs or cats, there's plenty available at King's Harvest and all of our local shelters, as you know, with them being on this show. So adopt.
Yeah, if you adopt Kyle Keel or Kate Kopatich, you let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kate will have a story coming up tonight at 6 and 10.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for watching.
Jeopardy is up next, followed by your news at 4. Don't forget Choirs of Christmas next week.